What is going on, everybody? How we doing? Happy Monday. What's going on, folks? Good to see y'all out there. Happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday. It's been getting there, but I think what we need to get on into is we gotta jump into the Minecraft for today. Look at that! We're in Minecraft. Oh my gosh, hi, it's Minecraft. And it's the boss menu. Oh my gosh. We gotta figure out food today. That is one thing that we can do. And one of those villagers, didn't we get a looting 3 villager? Or am I going crazy? Was that something that we got? I can't remember if let me take that emerald with me. Did we get the looting 3 villager? Are you looting 3? You are. Okay, we need that, because then we can get onto here. How many emeralds do I have? 9. Not many. You want to give me emeralds so I can buy a book from you? Please. 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 More power. Yeah, so last time we finished up on stream on Friday, we finished up this whole section down here, and now that I've been in the area and all the kelp has grown up, I gotta say it's looking pretty sick. I don't know about you all, but I really like what we were able to do down there. It is looking fantastic. All right, so we can flip this. That'll harvest everything, be a little noisy here for a moment, and not much sugarcane has grown. I think, which is unfortunate, I think the Sugarcane Farm is like just barely outside of render distance of when I'm living and working in the city, which is a huge bummer. So that's a big sad. Now we've got to find a way to get some emeralds, because obviously the sugarcane is not going to be able to supply the rest for us. Do we go mining in a mountain biome for a few? I want to get that before we do anything today. And the project for today, by the way, for doing a little bit of building, is I want to decorate this room. I want to make this room look nice. So we're going to figure out how to change that redstone wire, make it look a little bit better, and doing a lot of different things in there and all that stuff, make it look all fancy, expand this wall back here a bit, and actually finish off the roof and give ourselves a cool little workshop technical area, probably throwing a chimney out of the roof somehow. That's the plan today. But we've got to figure out how the heck can we get some emeralds for this looting 3 first, because my food supply is dwindling, and we need looting 3 so we can go murder some cows and get lots of steak. Chicken farms are easy. Yeah, chicken farms are pretty easy. We could make one of those for some food. I kind of wanted to get a farming area set up. There's so many things that I want to do that I just haven't gotten around to doing quite yet, because I'm like, oh, it'll make sense to wait to do that later. But look at all these cows. Doing some murderings. It's fine. We're just thinning the herd, giving them more space to breathe. That's really what we're here for. We're trying to help them. We're helping. We're pulling a Thanos. Getting rid of half of them to help the other half. So how much space should we give ourselves going backwards? How many blocks back should we go inside of this place, folks? Like, what are we thinking here? Because right now, we have, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm thinking if we go 6, 7, 8, and 9, we give ourselves 9 blocks of interior space. That could be a good amount of stuff to work with. It's just, or odds, sorry, not evens. Everybody builds on odds because it's easier to lay things out inside of Minecraft if you can have one central point instead of trying to revolve around 2 blocks. So unless you're planning to use glazed terracotta, is a lot easier just revolving around 1 block. 117, especially with Grimstone, now that Joppa tweaked it again, Grimstone's getting a little bit lighter than it was previously, so it's not so dark, which I really like. I think it's really cool. And the fact that all of the ore textures are changing, that's really sweet. The ore textures previously for me were just kind of a stone block with noise on it, and it was hard to use in things. And now they actually feel like their own block, which is very exciting. I am so pumped for that. So that'd be really cool to see it growing and getting further into whatever it's going to turn into the final copy. I'm very excited for it. Custom rivers, or just having a good river flowing through a farmland area that's actually like full and has some lush things off to the side. Because could you imagine if they take the concept for like the jungle biome, where we have foliage on the ground at any given time, pretty much with the jungle saplings, or not the jungle wood, but the jungle log that is surrounded by the oak leaves, take that and put some of those, like a version of those, along the riverbed, along the sides, add some like 2 tall ferns and 2 tall grass generating specifically next to the rivers, and then adding some like the sugarcane obviously is generating in there, and then maybe on top of that they add in some like rose bushes or just some sort of a plant that would be generating on the water edge as like I don't know, like you could have lily pads even on the side just going off of existing blocks. But like river biomes could be so much more immersive. There could be so much more going on with a river biome, but just doesn't exist. I love the way custom rivers look. Yeah, custom rivers inside of Minecraft, one of my favorite things. I really like the way that looks. I think we're going to be doing a waterfall build here soon, by the way, folks. I'm wanting to do a waterfall. What do we want to do for the roof in here? I don't want the roof to just be like big and flat. So what if we brought like slabs coming down? So we have like a taller section here and having it like inching its way down. I don't know. Nah, that might be a little weird. What we're going to do is, I think on this back wall, I think we go with something other than the diorite and white concrete powders. What block should we use back here? Because we're going to have white concrete, white, and white, like the white thing that we have around here. That's going to be on all 3 of these walls, but I want to have like an accent wall. What should we do? I like the basalt idea. Blackstone we're going to be using for some machinery in the area. So I think if we put like blackstone into the wall itself, it's going to be a little, but maybe we could try that. Oop, yep, you're right, Ogrekin. Let's go grab some grimstone. We're going to dig down to the negatives and go get it right now. It's really hiding under there. We're going to try basalt. Let's try some of this. And do I have any white concrete? We have 17. Let's make another 2 stacks of that stuff. I think I have bone meal. I definitely should. We ever do a hosted server for your fans where you can play with you in one world? I have a Patreon server that we might, when we reset it, might be opening it up to Twitch subs as well. Just depending on how we can control that. It's something I'm looking into a little bit. And then from there, that would be the spot. I'm not going to be opening a public server. It's not my job to run a Minecraft server. My job is to be a full-time content creator where I want to be able to create a server for a lot of people to hang out in if they would like to. But it's just so much of a time commitment, as many of my mods can probably attest to. Running even the Patreon server right now, as a lot of the mods, without them I wouldn't be able to do it, or we wouldn't be able to have it. So I really am appreciative of them doing that. But it's a huge time commitment to do all that stuff, and running a public server is 10 times the time commitment that it is running a private server. And it's not worth it. To me, it's not worth it. I do apologize to everybody who wants to play on a public server that I'm running and everything like that, but there are many public Minecraft servers out there where you can get a much better experience than playing on mine. If it were full public, being a smaller community, being just the patrons and everything like that, it's a lot easier to just have a small place for people to hang out in. What if we did something like this instead? Where it's got a little bit more randomization to it. Make it feel like they've reinforced some areas. Instead of this being very repetitive, I think something like this might be the way to go. There we go. Okay, so if we do that, that should actually, should be good. I hope. Oh yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. We're going to do some gadgets and gizmos and stuff on that wall too, so it'll be okay. Did you post yesterday? I did not. No. New video will be out. Oh, I forgot white wool. That was the other thing we were using inside of here. It's okay. It should be fine. Beams on the ceiling, maybe? Yeah, we'll do some support beams up here, and then we're going to have like a... I want to turn this into like a wall. Like, I think we can have a wall right there. And then... So if we do a wall right back in here too, that only gives us 5 blocks to work with in that area, which isn't the worst thing. So we do a wall like right in here, and maybe like with the door right to there, because that can get us into that point. And then everything else inside of here is just like a machinery area. But then it also really limits the amount of the size we have to work with on machines. So I'm thinking instead of a full wall right here, I'm just gonna get rid of this stuff for now too. I feel like I'm gonna fall down there and die. I know it's not gonna happen, but it just feels like one of those things where, like, if I fall down there, something is gonna chop my head off. Dead coral fan for a sprinkler head. Ooh, you can't attach it to these, can you? That'd have to be on a full block, right? Because you can't attach it to the bottom of a grindstone, but that is a cool idea. I think that's kind of cool. I don't know about you all. And then we can have the line coming out here somehow, going over to this point. Something like that. I went and looked at your building with fWhip worlds, and that lake and custom mountains are insane. That was a fun project to do. That was a really, really crazy project. It was good to work on. I had a great time working on that one, but I was not able to finish it. Was not able to finish that one. It's okay. It happens. Start with a flat face, and then we figure out how we can mix it up. So we could do something like this going all the way down. That might be okay, because we can make that as a consistent pattern going throughout. Right along this point, and right to there. And I'm thinking we can get some chains and attach a chain right there, attach a chain right there, and then, yeah, that should be good. Because that'll make it look like it's kind of being held up by some chains. I think what we could also use is some stone cutters, or not stone cutters, but like blast furnaces down here as like another mechanism of sorts to it, giving it a little bit more shape. I want to get some pistons and make it over here. I'm thinking we make it look something like the sugarcane is able to come out into this point. So what could we use as like a bundle of reeds? Like we have sugarcane, being these little guys. What can we use to make it look like a block of those? What would work as a block? Kelp blocks? Blackstone looks kind of bluish sometimes, it bugs me. I like the color of blackstone, to be honest. Okay, because we need to find some way to power that repeater and unpower that repeater. So I think if we're able to, like, this block has to be here because that's powering that, which is then powering this thing up here. So we need to be careful of that. But we can find another way. I'm thinking we have like storage over in this area for like rolls and reams of paper, aka blown blocks. So we could do some right in there. That would be pretty good. And then we have like the smashing section right in here. Because we need to have some, we don't have a way to explain how we're getting paper out of this point quite yet. So I'm just thinking we'll ignore that. This farm is on. No, that would cause too much lag. We're having like 5 pistons going up and down smashing things over here. It would be kind of cool. But maybe we just do our own little lever here. That'd be like causes the pistons to go up and down. That's not bad. I kind of like that. I like that being in there. Introducing a little bit more something into that wall than it currently has. So right now it's a bit rough. There we go. Something like that. That'll help give a little bit more light into the area. Sprucing things up a wee bit. I'm thinking in this area where we're talking about having the unprocessed things, maybe we can just have some looms somehow in here like this. And then we put, we can cook some kelp, putting some dried kelp blocks inside of here. And we can make it look like these are trying to like stretch it. Somehow these things are like a little machine that's causing it to like be pulled apart and being turned into like a sheet.
Thanks a lot.
And getting pressed into like the paper form. And then that's coming over to here where we're going to be basically, it's in its first stages. And then it needs to be smashed down a bunch to be like compacted, to be like solidified and everything. Where we can have the like, I don't know, something going on. And then that'll be just over here. We'll have a bunch of bone blocks in storage. Once you get that cavern village fleshed out properly, you can make a fun side project to hook a bunch of bells scattered around the town to a redstone line, like an emergency system. Would be kind of fun to figure out how we can do that. The pillager raid protection system. I know Gem made something like that recently in her hardcore series, so maybe something like this will be in there, and then we can maybe do those somethings. I don't know what to do in here. We gotta get some block in there. The dried kelp might work, but I was also thinking the dried kelp could go into this point. We're kind of stretching it out, having all that stuff. We need some more structure around here for sure. That's a thing. It's like, this is okay. Like, these are okay right in here. Mushroom blocks look kind of like paper. Yeah, we could try white mushroom blocks. I don't have any on me. So that stuff's kind of a pain in the butt to gather. I'm just trying to think of a way that we can surround this. Make it feel a little bit like there's more stuff going on in here. Let's eat this and get it out of the way. So we can have something. Now for this. Now we have to actually make it do something for where we want all of the redstone to go. Maybe you could use white carpet somewhere. You could try. I'm thinking that'll be helpful right there, because otherwise it's a little gross looking. And then these guys, they don't need to be going up. That all going upwards and just kind of blocking everything, it's not the best option. So I think if we were to do like, I think that'll do it. I don't know if that's actually going to be enough power to get it all the way down there or not. I don't know if that's 15 blocks, but we can give it a shot. Making sure this guy can come. Actually, I can just deactivate that. Then we can activate this here. Does it go all the way down? Redstone torch tower or observers? Should be okay. Ooh, we do have to redo that one. So if we change you to right there, drop this guy. Then I think instead of running it to there, because I can just do this instead and it won't activate that torch. Because this torch shouldn't be able to interact with that repeater, right? Because it's just going to go off to the side. Should be able to come all the way down there, I think. Maybe. Oh, problem. Dude, that is the worst. When you forget one tile that can spawn a mob inside of your house and you get a creeper in there, it is the most terrifying thing, because that's your one point of safety in this world. That is your one point of safety. And it just isn't safe sometimes, and it sucks. It's just not a good day when that happens. Let's try this instead. That's actually not half bad. And then up here we can have, instead of these guys, maybe we do like the polished andesite. Polished andesite will look a little bit better. And do those things on top to help smooth it out. It was just feeling a little too blackstone. It was the only blackstone thing we had in the area, which I'm okay with having some of it, but it's just feeling a little too much. So I think by bringing in a little bit of this stuff here, we can ease that by making it more about the grays instead of the blacks of the blackstone. There we go. That helps. That helps quite a lot. All right, I like that a lot more. Builders QOL shaders. These things are kind of weird. These things are a interesting shader because they really don't affect much besides like making glass blurry, and water becomes this. But like the town itself really does not change all that much, and the god rays themselves not very present. It's kind of a weird shader. It does really make this feel like a slime farm though, that's for sure. That feels very slimy. The rest of the game didn't look terrible if we like cranked brightness down to like 20%. Like look how moody and steampunky and cool this is. Like when it's like super dark outside and nighttime, you just bring the brightness all the way down. Like look, if we go all the way to moody, look how cool it looks. I love it like that. But no, YouTube and Twitch say I have to play like this, otherwise you all can't see anything. Thanks, YouTube and Twitch. I have this weird idea that I'm wanting to try, but it's going to be something that I'm going to have to full on try in a creative world before I can put it inside this game, because I think it's either going to look really cool or it's going to look awful. And by awful, I mean really awful. So I'm not even going to tell people about it until after I've tried it there, and I just haven't had the free time to do that quite yet. So we'll see on that. Actually, we'll put these dried kelp blocks up with the rest of my building, boys. I'm thinking we can do a little gold mining here for a while, and then I probably got to get some more work done for the afternoon. So we'll see how much we can get done here today doing some gold mining. Mesa might be quicker because it's a little bit easier to traverse around. But I think it's just because we're in a bad biome right now. Nether gold doesn't really spawn inside of Soul Sand Valley, so we just got to move a little bit. And we should be able to see it everywhere. Check the Blaze Farm. Mending on boots. Yeah, we'll need to get some mending on our booties here soon. We got to start acquiring more mending books. We need to get more emeralds. Emerald generation is a big problem right now for us. And I really don't want to do generation for emeralds based around farmer villagers and everything like that, because I feel like I always do that. That's something that I feel like I always do. So this series, I want to do something different. I know it's possible to get an iron farm that produces ridiculous numbers of stuff, things, places. Emeralds, or iron farms that make ridiculous numbers of iron. That's what they produce. And then we can turn that into emeralds for ourselves, and I think that could be the route to go. Nether gold can drop up 24 nuggets, but the average is only 8.8, so the silk touch gets more, but the nuggets are easier to get. Okay, so if you have Fortune 3, there is a chance to get more. So if you do it a large number of them, it's probably more worthwhile to do Fortune 3. But if you're only doing a small number, it's more worthwhile to just silk touch and go. Because the problem with also getting the nuggets is you could end up with an uneven number of nuggies. And everybody knows we always want at least 9 nuggies, some iteration of 9 for our nuggie count. Otherwise it's not worth. All right, I'm ready for you this time. Nailed it. fWhip has mastered the art of shields. Oh, I thought I was gonna get him. I thought for sure. Oh, I'm getting so much better at that. Oh, it's too good, too good. We have to get the gas tiers. I collect gas tiers as trophies. Gas tiers are like the best trophy for me in this game because it shows that I actually, you know, fought gas and killed them. Just logged in. What are we proving? We're proving whether it's better to smelt things, the nether gold ore, or it's better to turn it all into ingots or nuggets with Fortune 3 and then craft it all into ingots. So we're going to see. We had 6 stacks and 13 ore, and we're going to see how much we get. Did we lose? Yeah, so we lost basically half a stack. It's all good. All right, so in the future, just so y'all know, we did the research ourselves. We lost basically 40 gold ingots. It's fine. Because we still have a full beacon worth of gold. Look at that. No, we've done it. We're done with the gold mining. Oh, thank God. I'm so much happier now. It's still worth it. It was still worth it. I gotta say, I told you so to Twitch chat, which is always a good day. That's a great way to end a stream. And then also on top of that, we still got all the gold that we needed for our farm, or for our beacon. So that's pretty sweet. And Elisasaurus, I think. Thank you so very much for the gift sub over there. I appreciate that. At least you got the gold you need. Do you want to say bacon? We're bringing home the bacon. Sorry, lost by now, just popped in. We just did a bunch of mining. This thing did not get repaired at all because it's such a bad way to get experience.
Thanks a lot.
Stacy, thanks so much for the 100 biddies. I appreciate that. Tune in right at the end. Yeah, we're going to be ending off here because I got to go get some lunch and I got to get some work going this afternoon. Not me, I was right. Can you make the beacon today? I need to go get more wither skeleton skulls. We still got to kill a wither. So that might be... Depending on how I'm feeling on Wednesday, we might go do some wither skeleton farming or something like that. Or we might do some building. Oh, we missed nuggies. We missed nuggies. Any nuggies end up in the water? How can we miss nuggies? 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 Nuggies on the roof! We didn't have the loss that we thought! There's nuggies on the roof, everybody! Oh, we're good. Another 9. Alright, so we lost about 30. We lost about 30 gold ingots. Which is fine. We're still way over. Okay, that's still big value, still valuable, still good, still good, still good. Ah, okay. I have to go to the orthodontist Thursday afternoon, so luckily I won't miss a stream. Oh my gosh, hope it's all going okay. We've done it. We've done it. Oh, this place is looking so cool. I know we didn't build anything here today, but I'm still pretty happy with it. I love this base. This is probably one of my favorite survival builds I've done in a very long time. It feels like there's so much going on when we really haven't built much yet, and it's so fun messing with the height. The height has been really cool to mess around with in here. I've been enjoying that side of it a lot. How many blocks do you need for a beacon? You need 2 stacks and 36. And so 2 stacks of blocks and then a third stack with 36 of them, I believe. Roof nuggies. We got some roof nuggies. And then today we also built this little area for everybody who's tuning in here. We got a new little setup going on for an interior space for the Sugarcane Farm. That's pretty sweet. We now flicky that lever, and we start doing a gathering everywhere. I think what I need to do is change these out for full blocks on this lowest layer. I guess we're only losing like 3 or 4 sugarcane each time, so it really doesn't matter too much. But it's okay. It's looking good. It's just a problem when they grow up right here, and then the things will come back and kind of like smash into the wall, so that's whatever. It's all good. It's all good. It's working. It's functional. It's looking cool back here. We've got a little station where they take sugarcane here and like stretch it out a bunch, and then they put it in here and smash it all into a roll, and then over here it gets dried, and or something like that. Paper happens. I don't know. Paper just do what a paper do, and it's all good. But that, my friends, is gonna do it for today's stream. Thank you all so very much for stopping by. We are less than 500 followers away from 80,000, which is crazy. It's kind of crazy. So thank you all so very much for that. That's a really cool. I really appreciate all the resubs and subs and all that cool stuff today. Y'all are amazing people. We're gonna be dropping a raid off somewhere. If you haven't followed my stream already, please be sure to follow my stream. That would be absolutely awesome. New video coming out on the YouTubes tomorrow. And then outside of that, we're gonna be doing a stream again on a Wednesday, which will be pretty cool. And then it looks like Stingin is live right now. He's doing some hardcore Minecraft. We're gonna go ahead and drop a raid over to him. He's a cool dude. He's working on a crazy hardcore base that he's put like 500 hours into. He's clearing out the entire world pretty much. So we're gonna go ahead and raid him. He's a good dude. Please be sure to do fWhip raid in the